Good evening, everyone. So, today, once again, I'm back and I'll be speaking on a very, very sensitive topic, which somehow or the other have affected everyone. So, before starting on my topic, I would like to brief you all about the platform in which we all are sharing our thoughts and views. This is a platform, a very own platform, International Internship University, which brings in always regularly the brightest of ideas in education. We are a global philanthropic foundation to support through the lifelong learning, the educational professionals, and the personal development of the people in education. So, International Internship University is the world's first internship based virtual university building a better and brighter future for all young learners and is committed to provide quality, accessible, affordable, skill based, and location independent education to learners across the world. IIU is providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internships to their e-learners across the globe with a team of high caliber and experienced global educators. IIU has been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization's WEO and International Accreditation Organization IAO and collaborated with all the world's top universities and educational institutions through the platform of massive open online courses. IIU provides various certificates and diploma courses. There is always that one person we all know who has the vision, the thought, the idea behind a successful venture and organization. And if we talk about the man behind the success of IIU, is none other than our beloved co-founder of IIU, Mr. Piyush Pandit. He concocted the world's first virtual internship universities during the pandemic, the International Internship University, the IIU. So, isn't that amazing? And because of this platform of IIU, we are all here today, and the sharing of knowledge, the process is continuing. Now, a little bit about me. I am Professor Rachana Chakraborty, an educationist with 26 plus years of teaching experience, the Deputy Chief Moderator for Maharashtra State Board, and has taught and mentored more than 3,000 plus students, an author, poet, an international speaker, authored books, several books like Pandora of Gadgets, Love Confused, The Chosen One, Meandering Silence, and many, many more, which is there in the Amazon and also among the best-selling books. Co-authored activity books for Maharashtra State Board and also the founder of CVMD and CWME. Been awarded for my philanthropic work nationally as well as internationally. So now coming back with those little lines of introduction about today's topic, we all know what is hammering us nowadays. It is our self-esteem. So today I will be speaking on self-esteem and its positive impact on mental health. So, friends, we all know what is self esteem, right? So, don't you think that we need to culminate with this topic in a very, very positive way? So, what is the self esteem? Before starting with my topic, I would just love to define the main definition of self esteem. Mainly, what is this? The word, it is just a word. And what do we call this word as? Self esteem is the overall opinion of ourselves, how we feel about our abilities, our limitations. And when we have a healthy self esteem, we feel really good about ourselves and see ourselves as a deserving the respect of others. But when our self esteem is low, we put little value on the opinions and ideas. So as a result, we feel that we have been failing again and again. So, friends, right now it is very, very important that self evaluation is a crucial and mental social well being. It influences our aspirations, our personal goals, interaction with others. So, I would like in today's speech, I would like to stress on the importance of self esteem as a protective factor and a non specific risk factor in physical and mental health. Evidence is always there, we know, is presented, illustrating that self esteem can lead to better health and social behavior, and that poor self esteem is associated with a broad range of mental disorders and social problems, both internalizing the problems which we have, like depression, suicidal tendencies, disorders, anxieties, and the external problems like violence and substance abuse. So basically, I will be discussing how this self esteem can control all these external and internal factors. So, how can we increase our mental strength with our self esteem? So, before going deeper into the topic, I would love that if you could put in your questions down below so that we could also take up those questions towards the end of my lecture so that it would become more interactive. If you could really share out with your views and your words and opinions about the lectures, which I am going to share now in the next few minutes. I'll be with you. So I will be sharing with you all. So I would love you all to drop in few questions. And with those questions, we will be moving ahead uh, more further, deeper into the topic. So before more delving into the topic, I would just like to again take in that the self concept is defined as the sum total of an individual's beliefs and knowledge about the personal attributes and qualities. It is mainly classified as a cognitive scheme, and it organizes the abstract and concrete views about the self and the controls that processing and self-relevant information. It has been found that the most dominant and powerful predictor of happiness is self esteem. If your self esteem is very high, if your self esteem is to the mark, then you are the happiest person. But if your self esteem falls down, then you need to work on it. It isn't that difficult. It leads to maladjustment, positive self esteem, internal standards, and as a result, we need more and more to work on it. So today in my lecture, we will be mostly talking about the four main sections of understanding how we can overcome all this low self-esteem and bring it up to the high self-esteem and in the long run, balance it with the mental health. Because self-esteem can only control our mental health. So first, in the first part, I'll be talking about how you can build up your self-esteem. Self-esteem comes from your own confidence, your own individual well-being. So we need, first of all, to know how we can grow and develop our self-esteem. Second section, I'll be talking about our using of good communication skills, which is the second important factor of building your self-esteem. And then the mental and the emotional health. And then last but not the least, understanding the mental disorders also. So first, what is the self-esteem? So before that, I'll try to share my screen. Yeah, I've just taken some points. So what basically is the self-esteem? As we were discussing and talking, self-esteem is how much you value, you respect, and feel confident about yourself. And the benefits of self-esteem is that you gather the respect for yourself, the ability to reach those goals, the willingness to try new things and feel valued by others. Then, when you have the low self esteem, when your self esteem is drooping down, when it is following down, what happens? It makes you vulnerable to the peer pressure. So that overrules yourself, more likely to make unhealthy decisions. You turn, you change your route, and start taking a lot of unhealthy decisions. More likely to be critical about yourself and others. Increased risk of depression and suicide. So, this is something which we all need to understand right now. When your esteem falls down, when your esteem is lowering, you need to confront somebody, communicate, speak out. Otherwise, you will come on to this condition of suicidal attempt, going to complete severe depression, and as a result, mental health is completely at a toss. So we all need first to make the self-esteem high. So first of all, I hope the meaning of self-esteem is very clear to you, because the relative topic which is there associated with self-esteem is our mental health. If our self-esteem rises, the mental health completely is as per the excellence. Then moving to the next important, yeah, your self-esteem affects the way you interpret the negative messages from others. See, it's very simple. It's very simple. The way you look at things, you might have known about the very wonderful experience. The glass is half empty or half full. The way you interpret the negative messages in a positive way. This will make your self-esteem higher. If you always look at the negative side of the thing, every coin has two sides, the negative and the positive. If your self-esteem is high, then you will always look at the positive side of the thing and completely evaporate the negative side of the thing. So it's very, very important that you see what is the positive impact. Try to take out the, remove the negative messages and try to view the negative messages as a constructive criticism. See, it's very easy if you're making it as constructive criticism. How many of us do that? Even in our office work or in our school life, in the colleges or in our workplace, if anyone is, pinpointing us, we just feel depressed. They are talking about me, they are laughing at me, and as a result, completely mental health is at a toss. So what do we do now in this situation? We need to take this as a constructive criticism. And if we can do that, if we can think that this criticism is only for my development. For example, my sister, when she tells me that, you take so many lectures here and there, what do you consider yourself to be? Do you consider yourself to be a big professor or a big lecturer? No. So then I listen to her. Listening is a very great skill, and this will improve your self esteem. People might think about you, maybe you are into the social world, so they might think that yes, you are trying to be here, there, in a lot of places. So as a result, it might create conflict in your home, in your workplace. So you need not react to that. You just need to be observant. and take those small criticism positively. This will help you develop, which I normally do in my life, especially from my home, especially from my own sister. When it comes, when she tells me that you don't, I don't think that you can, give so many or may bring an impact to so many people. What about your own life? So I try to listen to her and observe and follow her what she tells me, and as a result, I'm improving each day. I give everyone the chance to speak. It's not that you have to only continuously speak. As a result, again, your self-esteem develops. People understands what you really are. If you always keep on saying about yourself, then no one will understand who you are. You need to listen and grow your self-esteem. You know what you have done to your life. So you need not, you don't want anybody else to tell you or certify you what you have done for yourself. You know the hard work which you have done, standing all by yourself against all the odds, all the storms, all the other things which came in your life, and you excelled in it. So you need not prove time and again that and keep on crying and feel depressed. Oh my God, I cannot explain it to my sister. I cannot explain it to my mother. They don't understand me. No need. You don't have to. They will understand. They will understand where you stand. They will understand one day. So your self-esteem does not have to suffer from the negative messages of others. You keep on doing your work. Negative messages must not affect you. You alone have the power to control your self-esteem and the moods. Don't give others the power to control your self-esteem. That is absolutely wrong. You need to control your self-esteem. Don't let the other people dictate your mood, your feelings. If you do that, then there will be a lot of problem, lot of trouble. So you need yourself to understand, be a very good listener, and think that any negative messages coming to you should be in a constructive way. I remember when I was in a group meeting, I had a different group altogether. In my group, all the others were trying to give all negative messages, thinking that I will sit and cry and whole day yell and tear off my hair and never come out of my house. But I didn't do it other way. As a result, they started asking me, how does it not affect you, Professor? We are telling you so many messages. We are putting in so many negative messages about you. So how doesn't that affect you? So then I had to tell them that, see, I know what I am doing. I do not need anyone to give me or certify me, because I know whenever we reach one step ahead of others, there will be this backstep person who will be commenting about you. So these comments, you should use it for your betterment and not for your negative way and making your self-esteem go down. If you do that, you will never be able to smile from your heart. You will all the time think that what does your smile brings for the other in the next table? What is he or she thinking about your smile? So your smile should be only your happiness inside, revealing that as a result, these smile will give calmness to others. So you alone can do it. You have the power to control your self-esteem. Don't give others that power. So if you try to give it to others, then your self-esteem slowly will get deteriorated and will be wiped off completely. So have that power, that force in you. So then coming to the next. Now the tips for improving your self-esteem. So how can we improve it? This is very important. Use positive self-talk. You need to self-talk with yourself. It's very important nowadays. I think in my previous lecture also I had told about this talking, your self-talk. This is going to help. There are a lot of sessions nowadays. Many social organizations are keeping. Even I, in my organization, try to keep let's talk session. So in these sessions, what do we do? We normally ask the people, whoever joins in, to speak their heart out. So this helps a lot. Say positive messages to yourself when in doubt. Praise yourself. Put a pat on your back. There is no one in this world who will come and pat you except your own parents or your own brothers and sisters. Rather than that, no one will be patting your backs. You need to do that for yourself. You need to say that, yes, I can do it, or I am doing it, or I will do it. So these are the words which will make your self-esteem keep on growing. Act with integrity. Now, after saying that, don't go to sleep. Obviously, I don't think you will go to sleep after telling that, yes, I can do that, and you take a big nap and you go to sleep completely. No, you need to act on it. Act with integrity. Integrity, doing what you know is right, regardless of any situation. You do the right thing at the right time and at the right place. So you know what is the situation around and how you are acting on it. So this will make you grow more. So you have to find your supportive friends. Your friends should support your values and goals. This is very, very important. See, we as a human being, man as a human being is a social animal, and we cannot survive alone. I know my daughters always tell me that, no, I don't have friend circle. I don't have any friends. Mama, you are my best friend. So that doesn't make the self-esteem grow. You need to have some friends of your same age groups. And you need to select them very, very positively. And once in a week or twice in a week, if you're very busy also, you need to talk with them. Of course, your parents are your best friends. There is no doubt about it. And there is no second question about it. Your teachers are your best friends. Okay. But your same age group, your peers, they are the one who will show you the right path, the right way. They will find out your fault without thinking what you think or not. They will criticize you on your face, and you need to work on those criticisms. You need to find out that is it really true and develop on the skills. So you need to find out your real supportive friends. You might have 10 friends, but out of those 10 friends, only 3 might be very supportive. So those 3 persons, you need to hold on to them. And whenever you get a chance, you need to chill out with them. And this will improve your self-esteem. Then accept yourself. See, it's very, very important. If you always keep on rejecting ourselves, we are not going to improve our self-esteem. If I need to improve my self-esteem, I need to accept as I am. Whether it's about my body, it's about my hairstyle, or about any other things about my neighbors, about my family members, I need to accept it. You need to accept yourself. Focus on your strengths and let go the weaknesses which you cannot change. We are human being. We might have lot of strength and weaknesses. So why do we need to crib on our weaknesses? Let it go. Just think about the strong points which you have. You can speak for hours together. Then why do you want to think that whether you are fat or thin or short or without hair or something like that, which I normally think when I am conducting lectures, I just think about my hairstyling the most because that gives me a low self-esteem because whenever there is a hair loss, we have a lot of hair loss here in India, especially in Mumbai with the water. So as a result, this hair loss gives a little lower self-esteem. Then I start thinking that why to think about that? I know I can communicate and I can talk for hours together with my audience and interact with them for longer hours. So that gives me positive impact. And I'm very happy to meet my audience, to talk with them for hours together. So this positive thing removes the negative thing. So you need to accept yourself as you are. Focus on your strengths, let go the weaknesses that you cannot change, and this way you will improve your self-esteem. Take care of your health. Very, very important. If you keep on falling sick, then your self-esteem will also droop down. You will feel that, yes, I am not capable of anything. Feeling good physically can help your self-esteem. So if you are always healthy and proper, even after having a lot of food and a lot of other food, if you feel that you're still healthy, then your self-esteem grows. So this is very, very important factor which I need you all to understand here. But before going to the next important point, I just need to find out what questions are there with audience. I'll just take some few rapid sentences from there. Okay, let me see. Yeah, welcome everyone. Good evening, hello, good afternoon from Nigeria. Yes, Joseph Nevlis, Placer, Innocent Legion. Yeah, okay. Philippines. Yes. Good afternoon, good evening. I can see a lot of good afternoon. Yes, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Greetings from Africa Head, Senior Professor. Yes, and Nigeria Country Director. Yes, welcome, Charles. It's very good to see you always. I think in my last meet also you were there, and it's really, really a pleasure to see you again and again in my previous lecture as well as in this lecture too. So thank you for joining in. But I would request everyone to put in questions so that these questions I will be taking in towards the end. And I would love to have more and more questions in it. So we will move. Yes, we have Jadugar PC Kanpuri. Yes, welcome Jadugar PC Kanpuri. Yes, greetings from India. Yes. Okay. So I'll move ahead with my next point in my topic, which I want to discuss today. That is using a good communication skill. I had just now spoken about building your self-esteem. Now, building, we know how to build up your self-esteem. Any negative comments, you are going to take it as your positive criticism and you will develop on it. Not that you will sit on crying on it, sit and cribbing on it. Whether it comes from your best person in the world, also, you will not be taking it in a negative way. You will be turning all the negative messages, all the negative comments into the positive criticism. And this way, your self esteem will be increasing more and more. If you can do that, then you will never be mentally if suffering. Your mental health will be completely superb. So coming to the next topic today's, in my next point, which I promised we'll be talking about, which is very, very crucial in developing your self-esteem, is the good communication skills. So good communication is important because it prevents the misunderstandings. I'll just go in for sharing once again. Yes. Yeah. So good communication is very important as it prevents the misunderstandings. The unclear communication can cause heartful misunderstandings. You need to communicate in a proper way, as whatever miscommunication or misunderstandings you face, this can be removed with your discussions. So building healthy relationships, that's the second important communication skill. Communication is a tool for building good relationship. So if you are able to communicate, then you will be developing healthy relationship even at home. There will be no fights, no small riots also in the home, which we have between brother, sister, sister, sister. So if you can communicate between the parents, as a result, you will find that there is a lot of peace. So building healthy relationship will improve your self-esteem. This is very important. If you can see that everyone is listening to you, you feel so happy. That gives you a little boost up in your self-esteem. So if, like for example, my elder daughter tells me that that mama, my younger sister is not listening to me. She's younger to me, but still she doesn't listen to me. But the day when she listens to her, she's so happy that today she did what I told her. So her self-esteem has been raised. So this gives, and you need to create that. Nobody can do that for you. You yourself must be good in your communication skills. You need to understand what the other one wants from you. What do they want to listen from you? And if you are able to communicate and remove that barrier from there, you will be able to build a healthy relationship. Similarly, between husband and wife, why do we have so much of war, so much of fights, so much of broken relationship? It is because there is no healthy relationship. There is no talking between each other. If you talk, you can solve many problems. And the most important thing, if you listen, then also you can solve the problem. If both the person are talking continuously together and no one is listening, then the problem cannot be solved. So one always needs to listen and stand on a low profile for the extent in which they can take. It's not that I'm telling to be subdued and be, overpowered by the other one. No, everyone needs to respect your individuality, and no one can stamp on that and crush on it. But yes, you need to give chance for others to speak. So if one is speaking, other can listen. So in this way, your relationship can turn out to be very healthy relationship. If one is shouting and the other one to start shouting, then the relationship will never last into that healthy relationship. So if you want that your healthy relationship continues, you need to be quiet for some period of time. The best weapon is that you don't talk. If you don't talk, your problems are solved and sorted. The person in just an opposite to you will come and talk to you himself. He will realize his own mistake and come back to you. He will understand that he might have said some very cruel words, some very, very rude words. But he didn't mean to say, but it was just at that spur of the moment. So he comes back to you, and as a result, your relationships are cured. So you can create and build in healthy relationship by giving some time, by talking with them. So talking helps in building lot of relationship which was not working out in the initial stage. Expressing yourself. So you need to express yourself. Good communication skills help you to let others know what you want and need. And this will help you get what you want out of your relationships. So you need to express. You cannot say that I will not be expressing myself if I'm not liking what you are saying. Of course, I will express, but probably once you put a full stop to your speech, then I will speak up. But speaking up in a tone which can, go inside the head. If you talk in a tone which is on top of the head, then nobody will be able to understand what exactly you are undergoing, which pains you are going through. So, in order to make people understand your pains, the seriousness of your problems, you need to speak at a tone which is very, very subdued. Then it goes deep into the heart. It's not always the raised tone, the raised voices, which increases your self esteem. You feel momentarily very happy that, yes, I am powerful. I have been successful in making her keep quiet. She was quiet for half an hour, and half an hour I was talking. So that is not your winning point. Your winning point will be when that person listens to you, obeys you, does what you tell him to do. That is your winning point. Otherwise, you just keep on saying, nobody listens to you. There is no point. Like I know my younger daughter, if I just say one thing to her, she listens to me very every time. very, very nicely. Why does it happen? Because I connect with her soul. You need to do this connection at every point, even with your students, even with your other, in the official place. Also, you need to connect with your mind, with your soul, with your heart, and then speak out. You need to understand what that person wants from you. If he is your boss, of course, he wants a thing in a particular way. So you need to give him that what he wants. You cannot you can tell what you want. You would love that this thing can be taken in this way. Like for example, I have my own organization. In that organization, I give the young, the youth, the dynamic personalities the chance to come up and speak. But that doesn't mean that I am not speaking at all. Whenever there is necessary, I come in. So you need to speak whenever necessary. But that doesn't mean your voice is thrown out. You have your voice. Keep on, hold your voice, but wherever necessary. That is the main importance. And you will see that people will start loving you with this quality of yours, and you will become a very, very important person for others. So you need to express yourself at every point of time. The communication styles, talking about it, it's passive or aggressive. So the passive one does not speak up when challenge is pressured, or when we have when there is a lot of challenges or there is a lot of pressure in it. So this communication skill, the person who is having that is completely quiet. In challenging situation, never talks. It's better that keep quiet. Aggressive, very hostile in nature, and they will not take a